करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुकारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पूतेशयानम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु. So we are at that place in the Bhagavad Gita where it is very important to understand that all those people who have been attending regularly, they can understand the flow of the Gita, like how it is. So right now, Shri Krishna is talking about that it is all a play of the Prakriti Gunas. It's sometimes Sattva Guna, sometimes it's Rajo Guna, sometimes it's Tamo Guna. You look at something, it looks very appealing. Sometimes you feel completely undisturbed by the sense of object of the senses. Sometimes you feel like you want to acquire. Sometimes you feel obsessiveness. Sometimes you feel complete harmony with yourself. And so many things in life are working like this. And it is only the gunas which are actually making this happen. A wise man knows about this, and a person ahankara vimudatma, somebody who has this ego in himself, the person who is blinded by the ego says that I am doing it. I am the one who is doing it. It is so here he has also said that it is the person who is tattva jnani, the one who is tattva jnani, he knows that it is just a play. He understands this completely. So today Sri Krishna is saying, so this shloka is as much as a PhD, plus it is as confusing as you can think if you are not going to listen to it from the Vivek Buddhi. If you're going to listen to it completely from the buddhi of, like how is it possible to do this like that, then you will not understand it. So it's important that you listen to these shlokas which are, so here while it is the play of the Prakriti, Shri Krishna says, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva Yudhyasva vigatascharah. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya chetasa nirashira nirmamot bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvarah. In one word, if you want to explain this shloka, what it means complete, not one word that will be, it would mean complete active surrender. It would mean total surrender. Active surrender, not passive surrender. Passive surrender is like, like tamasic surrender is like, oh, what to do? If the world is bad, I'm just dropping everything. It's not like that. It is this is like full alertness surrender is what he's saying. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya. So he's saying that drop, therefore dedicating all your actions to me, all your actions, sanyasya, all your actions completely, you completely surrender all your actions to me. Like all, basically renounce all your actions into me, he says. And then adhyatma chetasa. Now here he says that this is when your mind is completely centered in the self. And your mind is fixed on me, the self of all. So your mind, with the mind centered in the self, he's saying, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasyadhyatma chetasa. When your mind is totally centered on the self, renounce all your, surrender all your actions to me. This is one line which he's saying here, that everything what is happening in this creation is happening through me only. But then he says, like he gives one more, tip. He says, Nirashir nirmamo bhutva. So he says Nirashir, like how would you say that? Like he would say that, become rigid. Nirash would be like, like the right word would be dropping all your, like become fed up, become fed up with these desires. Nirmamo is, you know, Nirmamo is again all your attachments, removing all your attachments, bhutva, yuddhasva vigata jvaraha, and then fight. Then fight, freeing yourself of mental agitation, and then fight. Now, this, you remember we had discussed this some time back when Gurudev had said that, if the world is still very charming for you, it is a problem. Then the self has not risen highly. If the world looks extremely charming for you, extremely charming, you say, oh, I want to go and see, I have this desire to complete, I have this desire to complete, I have this desire, I have this desire, I have this desire, which means that you have not understood that when your eyes are seeing this particular pyramids of the, Egypt pyramids, it is the eyes, it is the sense objects which your eyes are seeing, and it is feeling good. It is not the pyramid. The source, the real source, the root of joy is only you. Until you feel, oh, I have this, this thing to complete, this thing to complete, this I have to do, this I want to do, this is my desire, this is my desire. When all this you are saying, that simply means that you are still adhyatma. This is not risen. Adhyatma chetasa. It says that this is not coming, this is not come up in your life. I'm not saying don't see. See, this is what the catch and all this is. I'm not saying don't see the Egyptian pyramids. I'm not saying that don't go and see huge buildings, the ocean or the mountains. I'm not saying that. But remember that the wow that comes up by seeing those is nothing but from that self of yours. And I want to challenge you even this again, that go and stay in that place and tell me that after 25 days, those mountains and those beaches look as charming as to you. I tell you, I went to Fiji Islands, and those people in Fiji Islands, they dislike Fiji Islands like anything. They say, you never know from where the tsunami will come, what will happen. For me, it was such a thrill seeing Fiji Islands, fresh, untouched beaches and beaches around, and such beautiful air. And the whole landscape was so good. But remember that after 25 days, you may say, I want to go back to something else. These are classic examples of America. When I go to Florida, which is all beaches, they say that, oh, we are so fed up. We want to go to Blue Ridge Mountains, which is North Carolina. We want to visit that. Similarly, it will always be like that. So this means that Mai sarvani karmani, all your karma, just surrender them to me. Sanya, surrender them to me. Nirashira nirmamo bhutva, yudhyasva vigata jara. Means drop this mental agitation, this feverishness of the mind, you just drop it. Now, one thing which I want to clear in this is, he's saying yudhyasva, which means that he's basically saying fight. So don't take the word fight here. The word should be actually, for all of us, should be do your karma. What you are supposed to do, you follow that. The fight is a word because Arjuna is a fighter. So that is why he has to set fight. But otherwise, he's basically saying surrender all your actions to me. Make with that mind which is completely, submerged in the self, nirashira nirmamo bhutva, without, freed from desire and the feeling of no me, that way, attachment, yudhyasva vigata jvaraha. And this is what Sri Krishna has actually given a complete answer to all the pehle ka, like how to many people were saying how to identify that I am part of the prakriti. It is just happening. The gunas are working through me. Here he says, all your actions, all that you are doing, renounce them into me. And just remember that you are working from the self. And if you see the man who is, you know, who always is swayed by the storms of desires and cravings, he is not centered in his self. This is what stops you from the self, the storms of cravings and desires. And how does an egoistic man work is that he feels that there is a goal. Like most of you will ask me this question. He feels that there is a goal and then he wants to run after that goal. His whole focus or his fever is that I want to achieve that goal. And while achieving that goal also, he has the fear of not achieving it, or he has the fear of not having, if he achieves it, then what he will do with that. So there are these two opposing forces of attraction and repulsion. One is that he's running feverish after that goal. And then he has the fear, if I don't achieve it, what will people think about me? What will happen to me, like that? So here he has given a very, very, very powerful, also a message for meditation. When we say that what is meditation, we usually say these three things. We say that, I am nothing, I do nothing, I want nothing. Here he has almost said the same thing, that renounce all your actions into me. So basically he's saying that you fight in such a way that whatever happens in this war, renounce all your actions into me, be completely centered in your life, and with that centeredness, be free from all your desires. Or you can see it other way around also, which I was telling you, understanding that you're fed up with this world and there is no attachment. We're mamo, like there is no, no attachment to the world. And then there is no mental agitation. You're free from mental agitation. And I tell you, there is nothing in this world which will not come to you if you know this shloka. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya chetasa virashira nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigata jvara. All your actions, if you are going to perform in this particular manner of surrender to the Lord and fully centeredness, from that centeredness, completely detached in this world, completely free, and your mind completely, free of this feverishness, then you will win anything. You are already won. There is nothing to say you will win. You have already won. This is what he is saying. And he says basically that, the wise man is completely free from this. Ignorant man is into this mental tension all the time. One goal is pulling, not achieving the goal is pulling, achieving the goal and not getting that satisfaction is pulling. He's torn in many places. Vigata Jwara, he introduces Jwara, is full of Jwara. This is a great tip for meditation also, which Sri Krishna is, given today. And
Shankar Devam Krishnam Vande